Hey everybody, so I don't know if they're planning a Beats by Dre 2020 model, but if they do, here's what I would like to see in them. First off, I have had Beats by Dre for about 4 months now, and these are it. Here's the case that they go in. I got a little metal magnet I put for a stand while I drive so that I can easily access them. There's the port and the docking space. I don't know what this is, probably for the extra earbuds. But so here's the features that I would like to see in Beats by Dre 2020 model number 2, or whatever they decide to call it. The most important thing I would recommend is this ridge. It right here. It makes my ears, I'm sure it makes, I've seen reviews, a lot of people are annoyed by this. You can't wear the headphones for long periods of time without this solid plastic pressing against your I don't know what part of the ear that is called, but it's like the external part of your ear. Here, I'm gonna put it in. It's yeah, it's like it pushes against the little cartilage spot, and it's a sensitive area. It's not too sensitive, but when you have something pressing against it for long periods of time, it starts to throb, kind of like if you had something, like if you had a really tight belt on, or, a headband or something. So I would ask that they A, make this more in, and B, put some padding there, like some waterproof, like foam, like, it doesn't wear out or whatever. I'm sure there's a good material for that. And so now about functionality. I think the most important thing is the features. So I make phone calls with these on the road. So what I think is important, sometimes they don't match up. Like I would want, when I have a phone call, I think the best thing to do would be to, like, just automatically when I take these out, it should switch the phone call. It should answer the phone call, or if not answer it, just make it like where I just press the button and then it answers the call, and then it automatically transfers the call to the earbuds. That seems important. And also, the feature, when you have one bud away from another bud, it automatically stops the noise. I would want a feature where perhaps maybe another button here, or just this button where you do like a code, like 1 or like 1 2 or something, where it either activates or deactivates one headphone so that you can use only one headphone. Like say you need to hear from one side, maybe you only need one, and then you want to leave the other one in the container. It's not necessary to use one or the other, or both. So there's that. The battery life, of course, we could always try and increase that. I know this is a new technology, so we can't expect a lot, but and this is a longer lasting brand, but still it's not very good. I think all of them are lagging in the time. They're all lagging in battery life. And Another thing is the safety. These things, EMFs are becoming very important to consider because we're being bombarded by EMFs constantly. If there's a way that they can protect EMFs from emitting into your ears, which is like a very vulnerable place because it's right next to the brain, and that's where most cell phone users get cancer and tumors. Like, even if you can't protect it, at least try to channel it away from the head, like a channel. I don't know if that's possible, but I think that's really important for them to try to do that. And of course they could add a whole audio toggle settings to enhance and change the audio styles, like pop, bass, classic, stuff like that. What else? I think it's important to have, like, I use these when skateboarding. And one thing I value when skateboarding is to have music, but not to have it cancel out all my surrounding noise. So have active noise pass through when there's no music, but then allow the music to play with active pass through, so you can hear both outside and inside. And have exclusively noise cancellation, so that when you're on an airplane or trying to sleep or something, take a nap, you don't hear anything. Oh, another thing is it takes a little bit getting used to find exactly how these put into the casing. Like, but for the first like 15, 20 times I put them in, I would get like confused. Like, I'd be like doing this a lot. So like, now that I have it down to, like, once I take it off my head, I have a very routine way to do it. But if you're not, you kind of want this to be convenience, right? So you want it to be really easy. I'm sure it's almost as easy as they can make it, but perhaps they can make it even more easy. Like maybe the magnets are so strong that all you do is you put it like this, and then they like suck into the magnets the correct way. You know, or something like that. I think maybe adding more buttons, or removing these, making these buttons more hidden, maybe making them silicone instead of plastic. This button, maybe adding one more button for another feature. I'm sure you don't want to take up all the space. I would rather see more battery, more long-term power use than additional unnecessary features, like another button or something. But if you have to do active noise cancellation or pass-through and you need more space, then I would make a compromise between the battery and the pass-through space. Yeah, that's the best suggestions I have, basically. Oh, yeah. See, when it pairs with Bluetooth, I have a Note 10 Plus, and it's very frustrating, honestly. I think it's mainly the phone's problem, is that when you're trying to pull the notifications down to either cancel the call or switch to speakerphone or switch to these Bluetooth headphones, the screen goes black and won't let me scroll down the notifications to do that. And then there is delay. I think you guys could reduce delay when it switches to the headphones for answering or making a call. It takes a while for the Bluetooth to find this. I mean, it's relatively quick. It takes like 2 or 3 seconds. But that's a while, and that's awkward when you're answering a phone call, because it's like you answer it and then there's dead space. And people are like, what's going on? You know, they're like, is this phone call even going to get answered? And it just reduces professionability. So yeah, that's my suggestions for a new model. And of course, as much weatherproof as possible. Waterproof. Maybe even a GPS tracking for if they get stolen. And I'm digging this rubber. Like, make this more comfortable, maybe. Like, make it padded, kind of padded. Make all of it kind of padded, but, you know, keep it cleanable and wearproof. As comfortable as you can make it, but these wraparounds are why I bought this product. Because when I skateboard, I don't want these to fall out. All the other headphones fall out. That's why these are supreme when it comes to activity. So keep this. Don't ditch this, Beats. That's why you're special. Enhance this. Make it more like the ear. Maybe make it less noticeable. Make the wraparound like I like how these things you can kind of see, like I stretched it out and now I pulled it down. It morphs to your ear. Maybe enhance on that feature where you can really, like, even the shape, like the circular shape. Like, make this malleable, like putty. I don't know how you would do that. All right, bye.